Okay, handwriting. So we're actually on the last letter today of the cousins of the cog family. So again, go through the booklet, start with the first two letters, and if there's any need to practice. To say well done to the boy that sits on the red table beginning with H, because you should see the difference in his handwriting all of a sudden. So well done to him. Now go through your book, guys, and see if you need to practice the S or the E, the S or the E. Alright, the E is particularly tricky, I think, so you might want to practice some of those. So choose if you need to do any of those, and then we will move on to the last one in this booklet, which is the letter F or F. Right, shall we use our body and our hands to act this one out? So the letter F is quite greedy. It's the height of the D and the L, who's got ascenders, and it goes below the line like a Y and a J. How greedy is that, taking up all the space? So you're going to have to do a huge one this morning. So the letter F, you have to start high. Imagine where the ascender gets to with the letter L, where it starts, okay? So you start at the top and you curve up and over the top of the cog, and you go straight down. And then you curve back around the bottom of the cog. Then you take your pen off, and then you do a line across. Now that line goes the same height then as the K and the O. Alright, so it's got lots to remember, this one, the letter F. So start really high. So you got to curve over, come straight down, down, and then curve back the other way. And then take your pen off, and you do a line across. Okay, I'll do it one more time. So curve over, right down, and then curve the other way, and then a line across. Okay, let's have a go at doing one. So can you see on here, start nice and tall. That's the height where the K and the O is, and that's where the L would be. So you curve over that way, down, but keep going below the line, and then curve the other way, and then do your line across. Okay, so let's have a go on this one where the flag is. Right, so curve over the top of the cog, go straight down, but just keep going, and then look, curve the other way, and then you do your line across. Alright, so have a go at doing some of those. Take your time, especially that straight bit, because it's so long. You're going to have to be really careful how you do that bit. Alright, you have a go at doing those, so pause this and then we'll go on to the line bit. And then when you're ready, can you see how it sits on the line? So it's nice and tall. So if I had a L next to it, that would be like up here, see? So that F is that high, goes all the way down below the line. So you've got to be careful how you do this one. So curve over, straight down, keep it straight, and then curve the other way. You see that? And then you do the line across. So just take your time, and it's important to try and get that bit as straight as you can. So if you do those, and then we'll go on to the words, so pause now. And then if you're ready, let's have a look at trying to sit the F carefully with the other letters. Now, I'm going to start actually here to show you, because there's a F there already. Can you see that? And look, they're using the double F at the end. So two Fs, but it still only makes one phoneme, doesn't it? So look how tall the F is. So it's got to be nice and tall. Straight down, below the line, remember, and curve back the other way. Now look, can you see that is there? That, oh, keep still. That is where you have to put the line across, alright? Let's do that again. So curve, and then down below the line, and then straight across. Ugh, I can't do that bit because the paper moves. That's it. Does that make sense? So see if you can do that. It might be worth doing this one next, look, because then you can see the height of the L again before you do the rest, and then cross and cross. Right, go on then, you do those. So we'll have a look at reading these together. You read this one first, go. does that say? So remember you got the f. So we've got off. And then if we go down here, read this one, go. Does that say? So you got puff. Well, looks like the big bad wolf, I wonder, from the story. Huff and he'll puff and he'll blow your house down. Right, what about this one? Cuff. Now lots of you bite the cuffs off your jumpers, don't you naughty lot? And on a shirt, you know, see the bit at the bottom here? That's where your cuffs are. And some people have cuff links instead of buttons to join them together. Right, let's go up to here. Can you read that one? Cliff. And this one. We've got that on the end, don't forget. Fluff. And then this one. We've done this with our senses, actually. Sniff. Go on, give a good sniff. Oh, Paul, I can smell you from here. And then the usual to finish off. I bet you have found that, even though we do this all the time now, that your handwriting has got better. Because some of the letters I see that you do with these are really amazing. So if you think you've improved, give yourself a clap now. Go on. Well done. Right, let's have a go at doing the long letters quickly. So, I, T, A, E, and then J. And remember, if you think, oh, actually one of those is a bit tricky, practice that one. Do it 5 times, and then we'll do the cog family. And then the qua. Those, okay. And again, if any of those are tricky, practice one of those 5 times. And then what we'll do is we'll put this and f. So this, remember it slopes down. The air starts in a funny place, does it, in the middle? So loop up, but then ends with a ka. Now today's f. So gonna have to go as tall as the l, remember? And down below like the y and the j, and do the cross at the top of the other letters. Alright, is any of those you've got to practice? Do those for me. So to finish, we'll do 2 words that are very, very similar and both have the f at the end, but they are pronounced differently. And we've done this with the Dandelion books. I think every one of you have seen this. So I'm going to write, first of all, the word off. 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 So you've got the o. And then the f. So it's an ascender and a descender. But that doesn't say off, does it? We need 2 on the end to make it say off. So that's off. So can you think, what's the other word I'm going to write that's similar? It's of, but weirdly, sounds to me like a tricky word because it's not a v, is it? It's just 1. Alright. Right, well done, Puffins.